Kienu li verat tardina kon programm ieħor MOTORSMT bħalma tafu nofsja dedikata għal motorsport lokali. Ftit tal-ġimgħa ilu kellna avveniment annwali li jsir proprju ta' kull sena huwa prattikament nista' nimmaġina jiena illi huwa l-ikbar avveniment tal-motorsport ġewwa pajjiżna. Qed nirreferi għal Malta Classic. Avveniment li jkun ibbażat fuq 4 ijiem fejn jidħol il-pubbliku xi jkun hemm attivitajiet oħra qabel li jkunu jikkonċernaw il-partiċipanti biss, 4 ijiem fejn il-ħamis fil-fatt ikun hemm hill climb ġewwa l-imtaħ li bdejjem fuq karozzi klassiċi, il-ġimgħa ikun hemm l-Style And Elegance li qiegħda ssir bħalissa ġewwa Marina di Valletta, propju ġewwa Samezon, u ssibtu l-ħadd il-famużi tliela ġewwa l-Imdina. Ovvjament fl-outskirts tal-Imdina mhux ġewwa l-Imdina. Avvenimenti li diretta għodin nistennewh prattikament minn sena għall-oħra. Illum għandna fl-istudju għandna organizzaturi minn dal-attività fil-fatt qabel il-Malta Classic konna tkellimna wkoll ma' Ġew Formosa li kien spjegalna ftit xi jiġrux ma jiġrux kien se jkollna. Illum l-attività ġibna żewġ organizzaturi oħra fil-fatt li ħadu ħsieb jorganizzaw l-Style And Elegance. Qed nirreferi għal Marcus Harrison u għal Charles Zahra. Marcus Harrison u Charles Zahra kienu tnejn flimkien mal-ħabib tagħna Simon Sullivan ukoll li organizzaw l-attività tal-ġimgħa ta' dak il-propju weekend tal-Malta Classic. So, Marcus, I made my introduction in Maltese.
Yep, I noticed.
I explained how important Malta Classic is for all motorsports enthusiasts, and I also presented you as one of the organizers, together with Charles and with Simon Sullivan, the organizer of this Style And Elegance. So, how was it this year?
It was great. In fact, I think we excelled on last year. Last year was also very good. We had a great turnout of participants. We had a very good footfall of people coming. The advertising was great. Yeah, all in all, a good event.
Good. I mean, I was there, and obviously I can vouch for all this. Charles, pero biex tagħmel attività bħal dik, ovvjament nimmaġina naqra sfidi u naqra challenges u naqra ovvjament illum nistgħu ngħidu li veteran organizzat tip ta' attivitajiet, jiġifieri forsi mhux daqshekk diffiċli għalik, ma nafx kif issiba.
Ħanajdu hekk, qabel jiena kont imdaħħal fl-organizzazzjoni apparti tal-Grand Prix kollu imma għal konna nagħmlu Concord Elegance dak iż-żmien. U bad biddilna l-idea biex indaru għal Style And Elegance. U Style And Elegance qed issir f'post privat, tanks għal Marina di Valletta, illi l-affarijiet jiffaċilitaw daqsxejn iktar, anke f'sens ta' parking li jkun hemm biex jiġi klirjat u permessi.
Logistika
aħjar. Logistics I'm saying is much better since it's a private area. Allora biss aħna li nagħmlu huwa nistidnu ċertu vetturi, ngħid vetturi għax għandna l-motorcycles ukoll f'dil l-event fil-Malta Classic fit-tliela ma jfeaturejawx, imma fl-event qegħdin nġibu l-moturi. U nippruvaw nażlu varjetà ma jkunx hemm waħda bħall-oħra u ma jiġax ikun hemm l-istess waħda minn sena għall-oħra. Dena importanti biex in-nies dejjem jaraw xi ħaġa differenti. U nippruvaw nażlu l-aħjar li nħossu li hawn u li forsi ma tantx tara, li ma tarahomx fit-triq ta' spiss, jiġifieri. L-organizzazzjoni mbagħad timxi waħedha. La tkun għamilta l-ewwel sena, it-tieni sena it's simpler slightly. Although we try to invent new things to it, qed nbiddel mill-Malti għall-Ingliż biex anke
Ħabba Marcus.
We learn as we go, don't we?
Yes, we learn as we go. I'm saying that the second year was better. I mean, for us it was a bit simpler because the first year was something new.
Exactly.
But we moved away from Concord Elegance. The judging is different. We judge importance. We give importance, equal importance for the vehicle and how it's presented with its participants in it. And that is important, and we'll try and push it more in the coming years.
It's the whole presentation of Style and Elegance. That's what we're aiming to get. Obviously, we have limitations. We don't have a huge pool of vehicles to choose from. What we're trying to do is not repeat the same vehicle over a 3-year period. So we're trying to get things that are stylish, a bit rare, a bit unusual, what's not normally seen in Malta. And something I'd like to stress about this is, because it's not a Concord Elegance, so although the cars obviously have to be in good condition, it doesn't have to be shiny everywhere. And the beauty of that is that it gives up people who own cars that may not be nut and bolt perfect. If they are elegant and stylish, it gives them a platform and an event to enjoy. And I mean, there's a place for the Concord Elegance. There's a very, very good one in Vella. We're different from that. It's a little bit more relaxed. The judging is more relaxed. The judging is subjective. It is really on whoever's judging what they think. But as Charles quite rightly says, it's very important that the whole package is lovely. So the people are dressed elegantly, or they're dressed in period, and the cars are presented. It's like a, dare I say, we're trying to create a sort of mini Goodwood sort of experience with a great backdrop of Marina di Valletta.
Yes, and I think it's something which is really nice, and it's something a bit difficult, I would say, because even the fact that I know that you encourage participants to wear in period costumes and things like this. As you can see, there were some participants, but not how much I would have loved to see.
Yeah, but hopefully we can
but
grow
hopefully,
that, yeah.
hopefully,
What we increased actually from last year, I
Yes,
think,
yes. But hopefully, I mean,
So
we will get there. It's not easy to do that.
They're,
I mean,
they're taking the message now.
yes,
Yeah, I think
yes.
as people come and they see it,
Yeah.
and they'll want to get, well, that's what we're hoping. that
And
they'll
also,
want
I
to get
think
more
I think
involved.
the such an event like Style and Elegance is also interesting for the fact that, for example, people like myself, I hate competition. I don't like competition. I mean, I want to enjoy the event, but the fact that I am there and I mean feel that stress or that thing that I am here sort of to win. I mean, for myself, I don't like it. I mean, I am here. We have got Gordon here with us, who obviously, I mean, he won, so probably he has got a different perspective. But I mean, I go there. I mean, just to enjoy the event, to have fun, and then I mean, if I win something, I will be obviously happy. I mean, don't get me wrong. But it's not the. I mean, my aim is to be there, to meet people, to make friends, you know, to see the cars and.
Actually, we actually think that anyone who has been invited is already a winner. And we give a nice package
Another perspective, yes.
of mementos
Yes,
of the event,
yes,
like
yes.
the exclusive poster, numbered poster by a renowned artist, Joseph
Casapinta.
Casapinta, and they were actually signed, each one, and numbered. So that is interesting. We had a plaque
Yeah.
with the
Individual
ending of the
chassis number.
individual chassis number on each of them, and the Medina Glass memento as well.
Yes, I think we lack these sort of events
Yes.
actually. So it's a good thing.
Another thing that we're trying to do by inviting the VIPs, inviting the guests.
I was going to ask you for that.
Yeah, it's to try and get us on the map. Let's get our hobby on the map.
Yes.
Let's get noted around Europe and internationally, and get in the press.
And without, I mean, don't want to reduce your efforts or something like that, but I don't think it is very, very difficult. I think that once you manage to invite someone to come and he eventually accepts and he will come, I think that he will go back always with a good impression. And then, I mean, he can promote us. So it's not that we are trying to get people from abroad and when they come here, they don't like the atmosphere. I mean, the atmosphere is there. So the event, the organization is there, the people, the cars, everything is there. So I think that once you as organizers, which I don't think is easy, but to convince such people to come to Malta, then I think that the promotion will happen naturally because the atmosphere, it's nice. I mean, you know.
You're spot on. I mean, we called it stepping stones when we started, which was to get, let's say, guys from the magazines, the writers, the editors, get them over, see if they like it. They will then in turn talk to others. And now we've got to television presenters, designers, really significant designers. They go away, hopefully they go away, and they tell their peers and say, hey guys, come over to this. It's nice and relaxed, something a bit different, and slowly, slowly we'll build. That's the whole thing.
And we know that you met some of them during the event and you took some comments from them.
That was a real privilege.
Yes, so let's see these interviews that Marcus actually did to these VIPs during the Style and Elegance.
Joined today by Mr. Steve Berry. He is a motoring journalist and ex-Top Gear presenter. Steve, welcome. Thank you for coming to Marina di Valletta and hopefully enjoying our wonderful event here. What are your first trip to Malta, I believe?
Yeah, I like to think of myself as well-travelled, but for some reason I'd never been to Malta, so I jumped at the opportunity.
We're only a little dot.
Well, I'm glad that I did, because it's been a fantastic event and such a great location.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. And what about the scope of the cars and the diversity of the cars?
Well, that's been one of the things that I've
And the
enjoyed.
bikes, sorry.
Yeah, and the motorcycles, obviously. One of the things that I've enjoyed is the sheer variety. And luckily, as you asked me to judge the show, it gave me a fantastic excuse to bother the owners of the cars and discover some fantastic stories. There's a Jaguar over there, a Mark II Jaguar, like the one that my grandfather owned, and the story of that car and its history here in Malta. At one point it was hand-rolled orange. It was painted orange.
Now, I've learned something, because I didn't know that, and I know the owner of that car, and I had no clue, so I'm going to ask him why he didn't tell me that.
Well, thankfully, the owner found out the original colour of the interior. The car had an amazing life, bringing goods from the UK that were sent to Sicily, and then he'd go over in the car, collect the goods and bring them back to Malta, and the car did that for many, many years. But now the car has been restored to the original colour, the original interior, and in even better condition than when it left Browns Lane. Fabulous. But I didn't know, and I'm sure you did, it's a 2.4 because cars over 2.4 weren't allowed in Malta.
Yeah, it was. I think the threshold was somewhere around that, and because of that, he doesn't have power steering.
Yeah,
and it was quite amazing to watch him manoeuvre that in. It's a heavy old thing. I'm joined now by Mr. Paul Cowland, motoring enthusiast, car collector, and probably well known here for being the presenter of Salvage Hunter's Classic Cars. Paul, this is not your first visit to Malta, I know that.
No, well, you very kindly invited us the first time. And of course, the first year we came, there was no event, was there?
No,
the very first year we came.
Exactly. It didn't happen, did it?
No, but we fell in love with the island, we fell in love with the people, and particularly we fell in love with the car scene as well. And you know this.
It's impressive. Huh?
Yeah, it's the highest per capita ownership of almost anything good and wonderful in automotive.
Very much so.
And I don't think sort of outside of America, even in the sort of deepest, darkest parts of California where the car scene is huge, I don't think there's an enthusiasm or a passion for cars like there is in Malta.
When I came to Malta, it really impressed me. And now I've become part of it, I take it as a real privilege. And getting to meet you guys, getting to have personalities and celebrities coming over to the island to enjoy the passion that we all share, and to see the diversity of the cars here. I mean, I'm sure that impresses you, Paul.
Oh, everything about this is the passion, but also it's the condition. Obviously, you're very blessed with the weather.
Yes.
But you can't believe how many rare cars are here, and also what people are doing to them. And obviously, it's a small island, but the quality of the restoration work and the chrome work and the paint work and all of the details that are really hard to do, particularly on some of these cars, are done to a standard that is world class.
Yes.
And I think that is really commendable, considering where you are and what you've got on the island.
Exactly, because obviously things are restricted here. We have to bring everything in. But as I said, and I keep repeating it, the depth of the passion makes it possible.
It does.
And makes an event like this at Marina di Valletta, which this is our second edition, and I hope it just grows and grows, and I hope you come again, Paul. I really hope you come.
Well, if you'll have me, I'll come every
everyone.
single year. What we love about
Most
this is
definitely.
just so relaxed. That's what I love about this.
Exactly.
It's much more, rather than sort of a pure concours, you know, if you've got the wrong washer from 1972, it doesn't
There's
happen
a
here.
place for those.
There is,
There's
and
a place.
don't get me wrong, I do love a nice concours, but this is much more of a vibe check.
Yeah.
Basically, if the car looks right, feels right, if the bike looks right, feels right, it's just a bit of fun. And what we must remember about classic cars and bikes, it's just all a bit of fun, isn't it?
So I'm joined now by Peter Stevens, who is the designer of the McLaren F1, no less, amongst many, many others, Peter. And I believe this is not your first visit to Malta.
It's very much not my first. I've been coming for a good many years.
And you love the island, hopefully?
And I absolutely love it. And one of the things I love, which is very apparent, like in this concourse, is the way the light reflects off the honey-coloured stone.
Okay.
And
yeah.
the cars they take a different life with the colour.
And the relaxed atmosphere we were talking before.
Well,
that you like.
they're relaxed because I come for another event in Malta as well.
Okay.
And that's it's a different culture, which is fine, but this one is startlingly relaxed, lovely. And I mean, I'm not official judge, but I'm talking with owners.
That's
and
right,
it's
it's the
just
interaction.
Cool.
Yeah,
And
it's the
for
interaction
me,
that matters.
that's the whole point of these events,
Yeah.
is to talk with the owners. And of course the owners actually they're here because they love their cars.
Exactly.
And if they get a chance to talk about them, and the history is always fantastic.
Yeah. And there's so much history here, and that's one of the things that must impress you, that the cars have these backstories. They've been in families for years.
Yeah.
They've been found and restored,
Absolutely.
and it's
Yeah.
even the craftsmanship that goes on here. They're done here. And what impresses is the craftsmanship, the workmanship that you see, and it's all done locally. And as I keep using the word, but with real passion and dedication, and it's impressive.
I mean, because Malta, always an island, and if they wanted to do things, they had to do them for themselves.
Yeah.
And so they learnt that business. You know, originally it would have been keeping the cars alive, you know, but those skills are still here. And what I really like about an event like this is this keeps the skills alive.
It's true, and we're in great danger of losing these skills. If it wasn't for the passions of classic motorcycles, classic cars, any kind of machine passion that keeps these hand skills alive and these manufacturing skills alive, we'll lose them.
One of my real interests in UK is encouraging young people to become apprentices
very
in
important.
restoration business.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Because when you think in UK how many hundreds of thousands of classic cars there are, how many jobs that provides for young people.
All the peripheral businesses that
there
feed
are
from it.
young guys I know who've gone into restoration business and they think they've died and gone to heaven because they're working on these fantastic cars, you know, and they meet charming people, and it's just a
And
delight.
they're creating something for generations going
Absolutely,
forward.
yeah.
It's so important.
Yeah.
Now I'm joined by Callum. Now, if you don't know the name, Ian was the chief designer of Jaguar cars from 1999 till 2014, I believe.
19.
2019.
Yeah.
Longer.
20 years.
And is particularly well known for some personal favourites of mine: Aston Martin DB7, Aston Martin DB9, the Vanquish, amongst many other cars, including the Jaguar XK8, etc. Really, I am so honoured to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
I believe this is your first visit
It
to
is.
Malta.
It's my first time to Malta.
And your first impressions are positive?
Well, first of all, I love it. I love the place. It's very busy. There's a lot of cars here,
There's a
which
lot
I
going
love.
on, yeah.
Probably not necessarily going quick enough for me because it's too jammed, but it's a lovely place. The people have been great to me.
Yeah,
very friendly.
the warmth here. Literally, it's not just the sunshine that's
no,
warm,
it's
is
the
it?
warmth of the people.
It's a
yeah,
very
yeah.
And this event, how are you finding it? Are you enjoying it?
It's so nice. It's so
Relaxed?
relaxed, and it's calm. And it's got such a lovely eclectic mix of cars, which are not categorised so perfectly that you have to look at one group of cars.
It's an adventure to walk along the cars
yeah.
here and see them and the motorcycles, of
fantastic.
course.
Yeah.
And the setting, Marina di Valletta. It doesn't
Beautiful.
really get much better than this,
Beautiful.
does it? We're surrounded by the historic bastions, the sea,
Yeah.
beautiful vehicles.
I like it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Brilliant. I'm really glad. And you come
Yeah.
again to visit us?
Bring me back anytime.
This is brilliant news.
Yeah, bring me back.
Ian,
It's a lovely place.
thank you so much for
Oh, you're
coming.
welcome.
Sorry it's a very short interview, but time is against us.
That's
but
all right.
it's an absolute pleasure to meet
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Marcus. Very interesting comments. I mean, it seems that, as we said before the interviews, actually they like the atmosphere here. They were happy to be here, and obviously, hopefully that, as you said, they will write on their portals and or their YouTube channels and wherever they have the possibility to promote the event. And who knows, maybe
There are articles going out as we speak.
Yes. I saw them myself as well. There was one on Practical Classics, which practically went on that evening.
Yes.
Which I was impressed how they managed to do it with a very nice video and all that.
Yes,
So
yeah.
yes. Mela, però f'da kollu ovvjament ikolna l-rebbieħ jena qabel għamilt referenza li ovvjament jiena minix dak it-tip ta' persuna kompetittiva, però ovvjament ikun hemm min anke jekk ma jkunx kompetittiv jirbaħ ukoll, però għażilna magħna minn dawk il-ħafna nies li kompetew kemm fl-Style And Elegance kif ukoll fil-Malta Classic li ħansejħu għamdina Grand Prix, għażilna l xi ħadd ħabib tiegħi fil-fatt il-Gordon Vella. Gordon Vella għażilnieh għal raġuni partikolari, Gordon, għax inti ovvjament eċċellajt ħanajdu hekk f'kollox.
Kien weekend tajjeb fil-verità.
Kien weekend tajjeb, it was your weekend, literally. Għaliex ovvjament il-ħamis kont il-hill climb, u xek li mtaħleb, il-ġimma kont l-Style And Elegance, fejn hemmhekk irbaħt xi ħaġa wkoll, kellek il-Porsche 356, karozza ovvjament rebbieħa, winner, karozza perfetta. Umbat għajni kissib tulħat, naqra ta' Austin hemmhekk, ovvjament, forsi ħdej karozzi oħrajn, ma nafx, nasib illi ħafna nies ma pretendewx illi dil Austin żgħira bid-diffikultajiet li fija biex issuqa biex ngħidlek forsi spjegana naqra ħjar inti wkoll ħadd irbaħ l-overall tal-Malta Classic 2024.
Ekku, l-Austin ila fuq moħħi żmien biex nixtri waħda. Jini li nħosem fil-Malta Classic minn 2010, ġir kważi ħadd sem kull sena. Jaffallejx forti xi waħda, imma l-bqija dejjem ħadd sem. 2011 irbaħt overall, kienet sena tajba wkoll, imma minn dak iż-żmien qatt ma rnexxi nirbaħ overall. U dejjem ħsibt peress li issa hemm qisu somma li tinħadem bil-żmien tal-karozza bil-ħin. Dejjem ħsibt li karozza vintage għandha tirbaħ il-Malta Classic. U dejjem ukoll fuq wara ta' moħħi kelli Austin 7 Ulster, supercharged. So Austin 7 Ulster supercharged hija karozza żgħira, ħafifa, ovvjament għandha s-saħħa mis-supercharger, fija magna żgħira, lura it ticks all the boxes min-naħa ta' x'irid ikollok biex inti tmur tajjeb. Mbagħad ovvjament tkun hemm id-driver li tkun kapaċi wkoll. Għax fil-bidu tar-runs sibt l-ewwel ġiex runs ma kontx sodisfatt mill-ħin u fil-verità ma kontx għadni l-ħadd il-ħin biżżejjed biex nieħu l-all-over. Però s-sipro l-offsinar għamilt ħilti kollha u rnexxi li niżel il-ħin u fil-verità ma t-tielet run kont diġà qiegħed ħin biżżejjed biex nieħu l-all-over price. Ġifieri kuntent ħafna l-karozza waslet xahar ilu biss minn barra, xtrajtha ta' bla ħsieb fl-aħħar ta' wissu mill-Ingilterra u sakemm waslet ovvjament ħadet il-ħin tagħha. Però waslet ma nar ma miltilha xejn, din kienet ilha tellaq għandha history ta' racing l-Ingilterra. Ġifieri jiena ġast kienet servizzjata kemm ġejt soqta u kon sodisfatt ħafna.
Proset tassew ħafna Gordon, ma nafx jekk għandek xi kumment tal-aħħar, forsi nirringrazzja xi ħadd.
Nirringrazzja lil sħabi kollha, lill-Kumitat kollu tal-Imdina Grand Prix u lil Marshals u l-ICC għax mingħajrhom dal-event ma jkunx jista' jsir ovvjament.
Ekku, kollinku avveniment irid ikun hemm ċertu ammont ta' nies warah, però avveniment bħal huwa l-Malta Classic, naħseb li huwa apparti li huwa fil-bidu għedna huwa l-isbaħ avveniment, huwa wkoll l-iktar avveniment li għandek bżonn volontiera warajh biex torganizzaħ, għandek ovvjament 4 ijiem għaddej gas dawn u ovvjament huma impenjattivi ħafna. Charles, ma nafx jekk intom minnaħa tagħkom l-aħħar kumment minnaħa tiegħek?
Not particularly. Hopefully we will the comments were very favorable from the participants, and if the committee would engage us again, we are ready to take over again. And we hope to have another selection, another beautiful selection for next year.
Yeah, we hope to build on it, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think that there is a selection of cars. I think that there are more cars.
We're always willing to hear.
We've already got ideas.
Yeah, well done. Last comment from you, Marcus.
Well, I mean, I'd like to obviously thank Marina Di Valletta. That's very important because obviously without that venue, we wouldn't have all our sponsors. The participants.
We cannot mention all of them because for an event like this, you need a whole lot of sponsors.
But I mean, thank everyone. Thanks to everyone for coming. Without you, there'd be no event. We'll build on what happened this year. We'll build on it for next year. There were a few little issues that were brought to our attention, which we'll deal with.
Yeah, of course.
Enough hearing them so that we can.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Constructive criticism. We're always open to that.
The post-mortem, no? Some comments coming from the post-mortem.
Yes, exactly. Onwards and upwards, as they say.
Exactly. So, prosit. Well done, guys. Well done, Gordon. Well done, Charles and Marcus and Simon. And obviously, all the board of the foundation of Malta Classic, all the volunteers, Island Car Club, and all the marshals that came from abroad. That is something else, which is something unique for this event. So all of us look forward for Malta Classic 2025. Programmi ta' MOTORSMT hemmhekk fil-faġġi fit-tmiem u l-appuntament tagħna magħkom huwa nhar ta' erba' propju fil-ħin ta' filgħaxija dejjem fuq l-istazzjon TVM Sport Plus. Inselmulkom.